Hello guys, how are you? So welcome to my channel IG Tech Team and also welcome to another video of deep learning. Now in this video I am going to cover convolutional neural network. So guys, what this CNN actually refers to. Then I will cover fully connected network versus convolutional neural network, and then I will explain the concept behind convolutional neural network, that is how CNN works. I will explain step by step process of convolutional neural network. So let me explain this one by one. So first is convolutional neural network. We have already discussed about neural network in my previous video, that is neural network is a collection of neurons, and we have already covered biological neural network and artificial neural network. Now what is convolutional neural network? So first point is, it is a feed forward neural network. That is, the connection between each neuron goes to only forward, not on backward side. And it is designed mostly for image classification, like this image is male, this image is female, like this. And it consists of an input layer, multiple hidden layers and output layers. And we have already discussed about the input, hidden and output layer. Next, this CNN is inspired by biological processes, mainly called animal visual vortex. And guys, this visual vortex is located in human brain or animal brain, and it processes the visual information. Now guys, let me make you more clear from next slide. So what is the difference between fully connected neural network versus convolutional neural network? If someone asks you about a neural network, then they usually mean to ask about fully connected neural network. And this convolutional neural network is a little bit different. So guys, you can see figure here. So in fully connected neural network, each neuron is connected by its all previous neuron. So you can see here, this neuron is connected to this neuron also, this neuron also, and this neuron also. Like that, this neuron is connected to again this neuron, and this neuron. Means every neuron is connected to next neuron. But in convolutional neural network, you can see here, all the neuron is not connected. Like this neuron is connected to only this neuron and this neuron, but not to this neuron. And this neuron is connected to this neuron and this neuron. So in convolutional neural network, all network is not connected. And this convolutional neural network removes the complexity of the network. Now guys, let's see another figure. In this figure, there are a lot of neurons, and each neuron is connected to all other neurons. So it increases the complexity, and for this we apply convolutional neural network, so that our model will well predict the input by removing the complexity. Now guys, let me explain about how convolutional neural network works. So this is very important topics, and there are mainly 4 steps, and they are convolution layers, then normalization, then polling, and then fully connected. So let me explain this one by one very clearly. So first is convolution layer. And guys, I hope you know about how computer reads the image. So computer reads the image in a matrix. So if there are suppose 8 by 8 image, then the image is represented by this matrix as shown right now in your screen. So the image is represented by matrix. And now we choose the filter. Let me choose 3 by 3 matrix filter, and it contains random weights from W1 to W9. And now we map this 3 by 3 matrix with all around the 8 by 8 image. Like first it map to this shaded region. It performs dot product. You can see here, W1, this W1 multiply by 1 plus W2 multiply by 7 plus W3 multiply 3, like this. And it calculates the average by dividing the result by 9, because we have weight from W1 to W9. and it update value in the middle region. You can see here this middle region. So in this shaded region it will update value in this middle region. And guys, we don't have value over border side, so we put 0 over all the border side. Means we have to update value in this middle region, but if we want to update this value in one place, so we cannot place this shaded region over here, so we put 0 over the border side. And then this filter maps to all region of this image, and finally it updates the pixel value. And if the image is 8 by 8, you can see here, then new image will be 6 by 6. If you move this filter horizontally by 1 unit, you can get 6 rows. And similarly, if you move this filter vertically by 1 unit, you can get 6 columns. So the new image will be of size 6 by 6. So in this way, you have to fill this all pixel value. Now let us take one RGB image of size 100 by 100 by 3, means 100 rows, 100 columns and 3 channels. And since it is BGR or RGB image, it has 3 channels. And then let us take random weights, and let us take 3 filter. So 1, 2 and 3 filter. And since it has a 3 channel, so the filter will be also 3 in each. So this is for B, means blue, this is for green, this is for red. And you can take any number filter here. I have taken 3, so 1, 2, 3. And we can take many filters as we like, and similarly like before, it updates the pixel value, and the new image will be 98 by 98 by 3 matrix. So it is the first step of convolutional neural network. Now let's discuss another step, that is normalization. And in this step we use ReLU activation function, and the full form of ReLU is rectified linear units. We have many activation functions like linear, sigmoid, hyperbolic and so on, but here we mostly use ReLU activation function. And this graph is the figure of ReLU activation function. So in this figure you can see here, if your input value is 0, then your output will be also 0, and if your input value is 1, then your output will be also 1, and if your input value is 2, then your output will be also 2 and so on. But if your input value is negative, then your output will be 0. That is no matter what your input is, means if your input is negative, your output will be 0. So ReLU activation function replaces negative value to 0 and do nothing with positive value. So it passes in this function like max 0x, where x is your input value, means if your input value is suppose -3, then the maximum between 0 and -3 will be obviously 0. And if your input value is positive, suppose 3, then the maximum value between 0 and 3 will be obviously 3. So it replaces the negative value to 0. Now let's see example. If this is the matrix of image before normalization, then after passing it to ReLU activation function, our output will be this. So you can see here -1 will be replaced by 0, and we do nothing with positive value, and -3 will be replaced by 0 like this. So you can see here -6 will be replaced by 0, -7 will be replaced by 0, and we do nothing with positive value, so we put positive value as it is, means it replaces negative value with 0 and it does nothing with positive value. So this is all about normalization. Now let's discuss another step, that is polling. And guys, use of polling is to reduce the dimension of a matrix of an image. We have different types of polling like max polling, mean polling or average polling, and in mostly we use max polling. So this step reduces the dimension of the matrix. So if our dimension of first matrix is this, then it will reduce the dimension of the matrix to this size. Now guys, let us consider this is our input matrix, and if we take a 2 by 2 polling window, then it maps to all around this input matrix such that the polling window is not getting overlapped. You can see here this shaded region is not getting overlapped. And then it selects the maximum value if we perform max polling. You can see here the maximum value between 0, 5, 5 and 4 is 5, and the maximum value between 0, 8, 7, 4 is 8, like this. So it takes one value from this region. So our new matrix will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 by 4. So it reduces the dimension of a matrix. So this is our output matrix. You can see here this is 5, the maximum value between this region, like the maximum value between this region is 8, so here is 8. So in this way this step reduces the dimension of a matrix. Now it is 4 by 4 matrix. Initially it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 8 matrix. And guys, if your matrix is suppose 7 by 7, then you have to select maximum value from only 2 value, like 2 and 4, like this. So this is about polling. Now let's discuss another step, that is fully connected. And now in this step, if this is our input value, then it flattens the pixel value. That is, it flattens our pixel value in one list. You can see in your screen, it flattens this pixel value in one list. And this list will be our input layer. That is, we feed this input value in our input layer. Then as usual, it gives the result after processing this value in the neural network. So this is how convolutional neural network works. Now guys, let us make one complete summary about how convolutional neural network works. So this is our input matrix. It is of size 100 by 100 by 3 image. Then we perform first convolutional layer, then ReLU normalization layer, and then max polling, and then fully connected. So in convolutional layer, we chooses the filter, and then we map that filter to our input value, and then we update our pixel value. And then in ReLU activation function, we replaces negative value to 0, and we do nothing with positive value. And in this max polling, it simply reduces the dimension of our matrix. We perform max polling or mean polling or average polling. And then in fully connected network, we flatten our network, or we flatten our pixel value, and then we feed this pixel value to our neural network. And guys, we can do convolution layer, ReLU normalization or max polling several times. You can see here we can perform these 3 steps several times depending on our complexity of our matrix. And then finally we flatten our model, and it will give the output. And guys, this convolutional neural network is feed forward neural network. So it goes to forward, not backward. I hope I can make you clear. And guys, if not, you can comment me. I will reply as soon as possible. And guys, how is this video? And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And guys, visit my channel IG Tech Team. You may find your desirable content related to Python, Java, PHP, machine learning, and data science, IT course, anything. So guys, you can visit my channel IG Tech Team. So see you in the next video. Thank you.